Location Instant Offers is an open iBuyer platform. It's kind of like an agent-centric Craigslist. Think of it as the stadium where the off-market game is played. And you, the agents, are in control. Agents with cash buyer contacts can invite them onto the platform. Agents can also post instant offer requests on behalf of their sellers. If a buyer on the platform is interested, the agent who invited them represents them. Every buyer or seller on the platform must be represented by an agent. As a buyer's agent, you might have contacts that are interested in purchasing off-market deals. You might even have several cash buyer contacts, and you can solidify your place as their representative by inviting them onto the platform. They will receive deal alerts when a submitted offer request meets their criteria. The transaction is then in your hands, as well as the commission. There is no fee to participate, so you can freely post offer requests on behalf of your sellers. The platform provides a side-by-side comparison of your seller's options, which can be included in listing presentations. As you submit an offer request, the platform suggests an amount that would be appealing to investors. Be sure to submit an offer request that makes sense to independent investors as well as institutional iBuyers, who will also be seeing your offer request. It's free to post instant offer requests, free for your cash buyers to receive deal alerts, investors don't pay anything to see the deals, $0 comes out of the transaction. Now let's take a tour through the Location Instant Offers platform. There are 3 user types plus the seller's contact form. Sellers don't have access to the system. Let's start by putting the listing agent hat on and go to locationoffers.com. Click Get Started. Fill out the simple registration form. Then check your email and click through to activate your account. You'll land on the Profile Wizard where you can click on any of the content and adjust however you like. Be sure to include your picture and logo. Your profile information will show on the comparison page that can be used as part of your listing presentations, and as a buyer's agent, it will be featured on the flyers you can automatically generate to solicit cash buyer leads for the properties on the platform. Now click on the Target Area tab. This is where you set your preferences for being notified when properties are submitted. That means that when other agents submit instant offer requests on the free platform, you will know. You can do whatever you like with that information. Adjust the price range for your desired notifications. The year built range. Now for the geographic region preferences, you can either choose by state, by city, or if you want to be notified when properties hit the platform in particular zip codes, you can use the zip code feature. If you choose, say, Texas for example, you won't need to indicate any city or zip codes because you'll be notified with deal alerts when an offer request is submitted anywhere in Texas. The overall condition field will be populated with all the options, and you can delete any of them you like, so you won't be notified when properties in those conditions hit the system. You can also specify the type of properties you want to be notified about. Simply remove the property types you are not interested in. And if you do not want to be notified at all when any properties of any type are submitted by other agents, you can uncheck the deal notification box. You can toggle this on and off as you like. Then click Save and your profile settings are complete. You can adjust them at any time. Exploring the other tabs, the System Info is where you can change your password, and the Profile Info is where you can bypass the Profile Wizard and adjust your profile settings in long form. Now as an agent, you can utilize the platform as either a buyer's agent or a listing agent. This is where you can change the perspectives. We'll leave it on the listing agent perspective for now. Click on Offer Requests on the left menu. This is where you submit instant offer requests for your sellers. These will be sent to the buyers on the platform as well as the agents who specified their target area to align with any property you submit. The Pending tab is where your incomplete offer requests will be stored. The Submitted tab shows the offer requests you have submitted to the moderator for a quick review. In your Published tab are the offer requests that have been published to everyone, and after 7 days, your offer request will be automatically archived. You can also archive any of your offer requests at any time. Let's go through the process of submitting an offer request. Your seller's contact info will be attached to your offer request submissions for your convenience. This info is not seen by anyone but you. Enter that seller's property address. You can start by typing and you might see the property show up in the list. Just click on it. Then click Next. If that address was not found in the data source, you'll be asked to manually enter some information about the property. But if the data source does find the property, you can skip that step. Pictures are very important to cash buyers, so they can make quick decisions. You can upload those pictures from your computer or from your phone. These are the basic required photos you'll need to get on the subject property. These do not need to be professional pictures, and the house can be in any condition. By the way, you can skip uploading pictures if you want to just get to the comparison page and not submit the offer request. Now, if you know, indicate when the last time the kitchen was updated. This will start affecting the numbers on the comparison page. The same thing goes for the bathrooms. Give it your best guess. How soon would your seller like to close? We can assume that most of the time they would like a quick close. Indicate whether the property is vacant, owner-occupied, or tenant-occupied. Now choose the title for the property profile. You can read the brief description and make your own determination. Next, you'll come to the oh-so-important numbers. The amount in the ARV field can be adjusted based on your own evaluation and comparables. It is very important to say as accurate and realistic as possible. This defaults to the suggested amount that would be submitted to both the independent investors and the institutional iBuyers on the platform. You can override that amount. If you adjust the numbers up too high, the system will warn you. Remember, you are trying to attract investors to buy the property. Their criteria is very different than that of a primary residence buyer. If you put the offer request amount just below what you would list it for on the MLS, that will not be low enough to attract an investor to make an instant offer. You can also adjust the commissions right here if you like. To get a better idea of how investors think, try out the LinkDig's investment calculator online or in the App Store. Click on the Evaluate widget. Enter the property address, then adjust the ARV as you did on your offer request. You can quickly get a rough estimate of about how much an investor would pay for the property. You can also click on the Advanced calculator and adjust the settings for things like hard money, and as you'll see, there are a lot of costs and justifiable expectations for some kind of a return on investment. Back to the platform. There is a closing cost estimate of 1.5%, so the seller can see what they would net based on these numbers. Click Next and you'll see the comparison page that includes your contact info. It gives a side-by-side comparison of what the seller would expect to get from an independent investor, an institutional iBuyer, or through selling on the MLS. Since the platform does not retain any transaction fee of any kind, we have no bias one way or the other. You can print this comparison page and take it with you on listing presentations. Submit the property or save your work for later. Let's take a look at what the automatically generated flyer looks like. Here are the pictures we uploaded and some basic information on the property without giving the address. That way buyer's agents can share the available deal. Their information doesn't show here because you're viewing from the listing agent's perspective. We don't know who the buyer's agent is yet. You can see the choices you made on the offer request form and the calculations page as they show up here on the web flyer. Let's submit this offer request to the moderator. The platform moderator gives the offer request a quick look without evaluating it, and then publishes it to the represented buyers on the platform, who will receive an email and a text alert like this. As you can see, this is where you can adjust any of the settings on your offer request. This is where the flyers are that other agents have made to share one of your properties with other agents or buyers. You can edit or export your flyers and see analytics on the web flyers visits. Now let's switch over to the buyer's agent perspective. These are the available deals in the system, based on the criteria you specified in your target area. On the Buyer Contacts navigation, you can invite your cash buyer contacts. This is where you can make some real money, because each of the investors you bring onto the platform will be attached to you when they complete their registration. You will be their buyer's agent for the deal alerts they receive via text message and email. Next, you can adjust what you think their investment preferences are. By doing this, your buyer will receive an introduction text from the platform on your behalf. They don't have to register to keep getting these deal alerts from multiple agents. But if they register with you, they are attached to you. They'll receive an automated invite from you like this. Let's take a quick look at the platform's interaction with sellers. If a potential seller lands on the Offer AI platform without an agent, their only user experience is a simple contact form. They will be directed to a white label agent. What is a white label agent? They are premium users who take advantage of the ability to private label their own iBuyer website to maximize their listings and off-market deal commissions. Contact Offer AI for more information. Both sellers and buyers are required to have representation on the platform. If an unrepresented, uninvited buyer finds the platform, we will also point them to a white label agent. The Location Instant Offers Open iBuyer platform, powered by Offer AI.